Hello everyone and welcome back. Today I'm going to be reviewing the Cole Buxton Heavyweight Warm-up Sweatpants in the slate gray / washed black colorway. And if you've been watching Daniel Simmons or his TV style, you know that these sweatpants have been heavily featured in their videos and they talk about it in such positive preach. Today I'm going to be giving you my unfiltered, honest opinion on the pants, going over the sizing, the pricing, my issues with it, and also what I think is very nice about the pants as well. I'll also be including an on-body shot so that you guys have more visuals to see what the pants are like. And without further ado, let's get straight into the review. The Cole Buxton sweatpants are made up of 100% cotton, so the exterior of the pants are very nice to touch and feel. However, when it comes to the interior, it's very coarse and rough against the skin. If you guys are familiar with the Uniqlo U oversized pocket tee or the regular Uniqlo U t-shirts, you already know that the material they use for those shirts are of a thicker cotton and more rough. I would say that this is very comparable to the interior of the pants here. If not, these pants are a lot more rough against the skin. For reference, this is the Uniqlo U t-shirt I'm talking about, so it's quite rough against the skin. However, the material is also very structured and thick, so over time it'll get more comfortable. For example, when I sit down for about 2 or 3 minutes, the pants feel very comfortable for me. It's just the initial period of putting it on where it can feel extremely stiff. Now in regard to the sizing, this is something I had a little bit of difficulty with. On the Cole Buxton website, they really don't provide a sizing reference or a chart except for what the model is wearing, which is usually a large. For reference, I am waist 30, 5'9", and weighing about 140 to 145 pounds, so I'm a quite slim guy. With nowhere to turn to, I went to the Cole Buxton Instagram, I gave them my dimensions, and they were able to provide me with a size, and they suggested a small. Now I wanted a bit more information and research on what sizes to get, so I actually found this on End Clothing, which is a third-party retailer, and they actually provide a sizing chart for the Cole Buxton products. So I'm once again waist 30, 5'9", and weighing 140 to 145, and they said that a small was good for waist 30. So that's what I ended up getting, and it is a little bit tight on the waist, but I'd rather have it rather than very loose. Also, I have no issues with the length as well for a size small. Now I'd like to discuss one of the main features of these sweatpants, which is actually the cuff and the stackiness of the legs. And I am very happy to say that the cuff is extremely tight and that you can really adjust how cropped you want the sweatpants to be, bring it up, bring it back down, and it will remain at that length throughout the entire day. If you want more proof, I've been doing squats, jumping jacks, and even light cardio in these pants, and the cuff has been remaining at the same position as I once put it. And now for the stackiness, once again, a very, very nice feature to these pants, and also one of the best features to it, in my opinion. Also, you are able to customize the stackiness. What I mean by that is if you're looking for a more slimmer look, you can just pull it up from the bottom, or if you want more of a baggier fit, you can actually start pulling down the pants and stack it at the cuff. And with the cuff staying just the way it is, the stackiness will remain throughout the day, which is something that I'm very, very pleased with. So if you have any doubts with the stackiness and the tightness of the cuff, I can advocate that it is extremely high quality and it is something that you will be very pleased with. Now, when talking about pricing, I paid $265 for this Canadian after shipping and duties. So is this worth the $265? For me personally, I would say 50-50. I am quite happy with the quality of the product in terms of how thick the material is and the features of the tight elastic cuff and the garter as well, and also the stackiness, and I think the colorway is beautiful. But for $265, I'm still on the fence about that. I'd also like to mention that I purchased this off End Clothing, where I actually found it $15 cheaper than on the Cole Buxton website. And I'm talking Canadian value, so Canadian dollars. And finally, I'd like to mention that I think that End Clothing has a much more representative product shots of the colorway and of the pants rather than the actual Cole Buxton website. And I don't mean that in a bad way. It could be due to lighting or whatnot. However, I found that on the Cole Buxton website, the pants were a lot lighter than they appeared in person, and that the shots on End Clothing are more accurate of what they look like in person as well. So on the Cole Buxton website, they're very light, but on End Clothing, they're more darker, and that's what I got in person. I would like to give you guys my honest opinion on these pants. I'd like to start off with the positives, saying that I think that Cole Buxton has created a very unique product that isn't found elsewhere on the market, and they are currently the only ones who can deliver such a unique aesthetic. The integrity and the quality of the item is very strong in my opinion, and the cuff and the stackiness work really well with any body type as long as you are willing to learn how to play around with the product. Now, my only issue with the pants is that besides the transferring of the dye, as I'm afraid that during warmer climates it might transfer the gray dye to a white t-shirt, socks, or even white leather shoes when the weather gets warmer and sweat is incorporated into the pants. But besides that, I think that they look a lot better with chunkier soled shoes such as Air Maxes and Air Force Ones. I'm a person who wears slimmer shoes such as Vans and Common Projects, so I had quite of a gripe with these pants and the regular shoes I wear. However, I was just able to stack them at a different height and also adjust the cuff, and I still had to get used to it, but I think that I'm perfectly fine with the way it turned out. But to be honest with you guys, what Daniel Simmons and Stevie Sal have been saying about these pants, I am a little bit underwhelmed. I thought they were overhyped, and when I got them in person and tried them on, they weren't as special as I thought they would be. Regardless, this is still a very high quality, strong product, and I would also advocate others in purchasing it if you feel that this is your aesthetic. And hope you guys enjoyed the video. Stay strong, stay healthy. I will catch you guys another time. See ya.